I can't do this yet. Because I cannot unlock it yet. Ah, nice. That's gonna be annoying. Okay, I'm just gonna... 1 minute. I'm gonna be trusting that the stream is playing and mute my stream itself. Now I'm not hearing double. Never again. First of all, now I know where that... Now I know where the press X to doubt people are. Remember where am I? Rock, you remember how the... You remember you said you heard the echo? When you were playing next to me? Oh, that. No, I'm not actually... Where am I? I think I went entirely the wrong way. It's mostly... I do have trouble hearing myself past my own headphones. There, I've cock-out my headphones a little bit, so now I can hear both the game and myself somewhat. Yeah, let's see. What was that here? Okay, there we go. Now I know where I'm going. I figure I'll deal with the doubt first, and then I'll also move windows that I can't Yes, I always call that press X to doubt, because I feel like that's what I'm doing sometimes. Why do I have the feeling that everyone who I told I'm playing 14 is going to be camping outside the Weavers Guild? That's what I know I'm going to be doing. quest is done. Guess I'm running into everything. I'm still working on steering. Are they gone then? All of them? Well, that's a relief. Serves them right for trying to scare honest folk from their homes so their own masters can buy them. The hammers were built to pound the ground here into solid foundation. The plan is to turn these tracts into manors and manses for that land's wealthy. The same fate awaits the Silver Bazaar. Since the value of the land is set to rise, small wonder some opportunist is trying to drive us all off so he can have it all to himself. The Silver Bazaar may not be what she used to. Aye, more people leave now than come, and aye, more shops close than open. But it's my home, and I don't mean to be chased off by some bloody gillionaire craven who sends common thugs to do his dirty work. Good on you, girl. And that's all that I had to do. Town and off to the Weaver's Guild. I just wanted to get that over with because it was sitting in my list for so long I was getting frustrated with myself. And sort of got over in this direction. All the same, friend. 2 copper lures to get me back out to sea and put me Danielle heart at ease. I'll be damned. The old copper lures. Never thought I'd see these beauts again. Bloody hell, them goblins sure saw to bagging them up. Bah, ain't gonna be catching no fish with these. Well, that's that. Must be Nall herself telling me to give up my sea legs. Might be as there's a new life waiting out there somewheres. Maybe my compass will lead me to it. Born and bred here I was. Ain't never called no place else home. Times are changing though. Suppose I could sell off me land to them bloody buzzard prospectors and see what else is out there for me. Well, I mean, I guess. These are rather than what I'm currently wearing, so. like recitals? Sometimes, yeah. Where's... I have lost my equipment. There we go, it was in the armory. Probably porch that I was looking for. No? There we go, that's what I was looking for. They look like oven mitts. Those fiends have drawn up a fake contract of sale and are trying to use it to drive us from the bazaar. Do you smell that, Kickapoo? That is the smell of inevitability. You knew this day would come. You simply chose to fill the interim with resistance rather than acceptance. Brave, but foolish. Back for more, Kenrick? How many times must I say it before it seeps into that thick skull of yours? I'll die before I see one ilm of this land fall into your hands. Easily arranged, I assure you. Come, Kickapoo, listen to reason. You know who we are. You know our deeds. You've no hope in this. Look at this miserable place. A stain on the map. You resist now, but I swear I will lay waste to these shabby tents and broken buildings. And when I'm finished, I guarantee you will thank me for it. You stupid, foolish man. You couldn't be more wrong. We may no longer boast the visitors or guilt of days past, but this is home to me and many more. Our memories are here. Years worth of them. Decades. We sweated together when we dug this well. We laughed and drank together in every festival. And we mourned together with each life the desert took from us. That is the Silver Bazaar. That is home. Those memories are what make this place. And I swear to the 12 above, I'll feed you and whatever masters you serve your own manhood before I let you destroy it. Way to go, Tink. Yes, Ryuga, I remember that event. That's... okay. Stubborn girl. No matter. The sale is all but concluded. Look about you. Writs of seizure have already been posted. And I'd not think of taking them down were I you. End this futile fight, Kickapoo. There are 4 more of us, and if you are truly willing to die for this place, we're more than willing to oblige you. Tink, please! The writs of seizure! You must have them down and chase Cameron from here once and for all! What the... huh? That was weird. Completely turned around. Let's see. That looks like a fight. thought you might be along. Pity, you're too late. Demolitionists are already on their way. Every building bearing a red sigil will be rubble within the hour. Oh, Ritz! What have you done? That means my men... No, that's impossible. And, they may be yours, but I will be back soon, and with far more fearsome company. You've made enemies for life, you know. I won't be content simply to see the bazaar struck in the backs. No, I will not rest until it's made and it's wiped from every district by the day or the other. Back to Piccadilly, and as long as nothing new starts in here. So you think that the game's out shouting me? It might be. Let's see. Turn it down a bit. How's that? Is that better? So, Kenrick is gone for now, is he? That's certainly the brightest news we've had in a while, though I can't help but wonder what about the more fearsome company he threatens to bring. I've never had a way with words. Bloody paltry things. But we would like to thank you, Tink. You've not just saved the Silver Bazaar, you've saved me. You saved who I am. I see now that I'll have to maintain constant vigilance to keep my home from harm. But that's a vigil I welcome. I'll stand up to any threat that comes through that gate. And we'll stand with you. What do you... Saw what you did for us, having Tink here chase off Kenrick and all. It's true, there ain't much here worth fighting for. But it's home, goddammit, and I, for one, ain't ready to give up on it just yet. Aye, this is home. And even if there's nothing left but sand and cracked stone, then I say we build something, right here together. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much. And most of all, thank you, Tink. There are no more fine garments of gold spun and brocade here. No more bustling port with ships full of cargo and fish. But the better days live on in our hearts. We are the Silver Bazaar, and it is us. Our memories, our past, our history, that is what makes this place. So long as we remain, so too does hope. You taught us what it is to defend the home we love, and from now on, we'll do no less for ourselves than you've done for us. I have a final favor to ask you. This letter. I wonder if you would deliver it to Momodi for me when next you visit Olda. She and I have been friends for many years. Let her read my words, and she'll be able to give you the reward I cannot. Sure thing. Okay. Might take me some time to return to... Okay, just a quick cast about to make sure I'm not forgetting, make sure I'm not missing anything. Actually, easier to do that. It's just a... Yeah, no, I don't see anything else, so... Back to Olda, and go to the Weavers, because I'm sure I've got a crowd waiting for me. Avoiding the yards on beaters, they attack me unprovoked. better. At least part of it is just that part of it might just be the fact that my microphone I was facing away from my microphone. There, I've adjusted it so that it's actually in front of me. Okay. Alright. And actually, where I'm going next is... It's of no surprise to anyone here. The only surprise is what took me so long to actually do it. I find the nearest aetherite. Greetings, adventurer, and welcome to the wellspring of Uldan fashion. From humble thread, our peerless artisans weave wonders, dreams in fabric form. We are renowned as Eorzea's finest purveyors of quality textiles, and as her foremost arbiters of style. Needless to say, such renown was not won without effort. Ours is a tremendously demanding profession, you see, but also a highly rewarding one. It is little wonder that so many adventurers have their hearts set upon joining us. Might you be one of them? Madame, you are speaking my language. Ah, I thought as much. Then I'm sure you're eager to learn all about our illustrious history. As I'm sure you know, Thanalan can be a perilous place, its vast deserts being wont to punish the unprepared. While a menagerie of ferocious beasts stalk the sands, the greatest foe is, of course, the midday sun. And so, ever since that man first set foot in this region, he has favored light, flowing fabrics that shield him from the sun's rays while allowing his skin to breathe. Of course, Uldans have ever been a people of taste, and demand for more extravagant designs spurred innovation, resulting in textile goods whose appeal extended far beyond our borders. Merchants had little trouble selling Uldan fabrics in foreign markets, so great was their reputation for beauty and quality. And when traders from those same markets sought to peddle their lesser products in Thanalan, well, it gave us little cause for concern. Sunsilk tapestries is synonymous with the textile trade in Ulda, you see. Those who come here hoping to peddle cheap rags swiftly learn the price of doing business in our territory. Wiser men and women with an interest in our trade choose instead to join the guild, which the company generously operates for the betterment of Uldan society. We offer our members the tools and techniques needed to become successful, and should they prove themselves especially skilled, they may even be offered direct employment as Sunsilk weavers. Just imagine, adventurer, your designs could one day dictate the course of Uldan fashion. If you desire such fame and influence, then you might be granted a place with us, provided that you are willing to embrace hard work. To ensure candidates can endure the rigors of our profession, our guildmaster has taken it upon himself to evaluate each one personally. When you are ready to submit yourself to his rigorous scrutiny, say the word. Sure thing. Are you ready to meet the guildmaster? First impressions are everything, and you do not want to present yourself poorly. Excellent, though I do wonder if your attire is appropriate for the occasion. Look, I know I don't have much glam. You will find the esteemed Redolent Rose supervising guild operations over yonder. He is... how shall I put this? He is relentless in his pursuit of excellence. So long as you demonstrate that you are similarly committed, he will treat you fairly and with respect. There you are. What do we have here? Another adventurer in search of thrills and excitement. Shall I dance you a merry jig? No? Well, if this fails to please you, I suggest you run along. Perhaps the women of the Ruby Road Exchange will be more to your liking. Really? Oh, so you mean to become a weaver? Then we have something to discuss after all. I shall be blunt. Weaving is an art, and like all true artists, we must make sacrifices and suffer for our craft. So tell me, adventurer, are you prepared to suffer? Yeah? So you say, but only time will tell. In any case, you'll need equipment to get started. This needle should suffice for now. I need not explain what a needle is, I trust. I did not fall off the turnip wagon yesterday, sir. Good. Then hold it as you would when sewing and show me you're ready to begin. You gave me a rusty needle. You have unlocked a new class. You can change to this class at any time by equipping the tool received from this quest. When changing classes, gear sets will allow you to register and save your equipment. You may then use them to switch between classes instantly without the need to manually equip weapons or equipment. Okay. Okay. Hang on. Yeah, I know I need to equip the needle. I'm just trying to figure out how I'm supposed to make sets. Alright. Button with a little plus. Oh. I think I better register pugilist as well. Right, I forgot. I don't like those boots. Also, I want the leggings, please. There. 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 Okay. This works. Alright. The fact that Weaver is registered as number 1 is just... Of course I would register the Weaver first. There. You know what? That's why I can't put these on. It's because I'm stuck in my level 1 gear. Okay. I'm a level 1 now. Yay! Okay. Yes, I know. I need to unlock stuff. Okay. Alright. Well, well, you look like you were born to hold one of those. Even so, I suggest you keep it somewhere safe, especially when clambering over haystacks, as I shan't be issuing you another. Very funny. Now, you certainly look the part, but it remains to be seen if you can play it. I bid you craft me a spindle of hemp and yarn. A trifling task, yes? Well, I do hope you find it so. Should it seem even remotely testing, you have no future at this guild. To make hemp and yarn, you will require moko grass and lightning shards. The former can be purchased from our own dear... Lalafell names. Jijima? The latter you will have to find for yourself. That is all. Okay, some logs and crafting log. Yes, I will go back to Pugilist long enough to get to 15. So that I can unlock things. But I want to plug some levels into Weaver. Yeah. Uh-huh. Okay. Alright, let's see. Okay, I have lightning shards. Yeah, I do have lightning shards. I just need to get grass. Okay. Can I choose where experience goes? What? But I don't need to... Ah. Okay. Yeah, Gima's here, but... what? But... Oh. Mostly I got them confused between... I got tangled up, my brain got tangled up between former and latter. Somehow I thought it was the shards that could be bought from Gigima and the grass I had to find by myself. I was getting ready to go outside. Okay. Okay. I would love to be able to synthesize my own yarn. Ah. Yeah, that is what he said. Well, bless my soul, she can follow basic instructions. It would seem you have grasped the fundamentals. Good girl. That was child's play. Yarn and cloth may be mere materials, but they must be crafted with no less care than a whole garment. For though the finest garments are greater than the sum of their parts are invariably the finest. Do remember this, Tink, as you continue your training. Practice making yarn and other simple items, and return once you have attained a basic level of proficiency. Tedious, I grant you, but necessary, and you did tell me you were ready to suffer. And that yeeted me up to level 4. Okay, did I get any new equipment? I did. It's technically worse than what I'm currently wearing, but I also... But I'm also curious as to what it looks like. Sure, I'll equip it and I'll register it to the... Yep. I'll register it to... Okay. It's already registered, it's fine. I think... Little arrows on the right. Okay. Alright. I actually don't feel like crafting any more yarn, so I'm gonna return to MSQ. After... Okay. Where's Warren? Out in Central Thanalan. Yeah, I'll spin up some yarn later when I feel like it. I might even do that basically off. I'd probably do that off stream. Okay, back to the pugilist gear, and out to Central Thanalan. Or at least close enough. Let's see, the closest one is the Sapphire Avenue Exchange. I'm going out there in the dark. This is not the best idea, but I don't care. Let's see. Yeah, I'll probably not... I probably won't level up Weaver on stream. I might, but it's unlikely. And I'm probably going entirely the wrong way. I almost fell off the tracks doing that. Anyway, off to actually progress main story quest. So how's the stream looking, by the way? I can't go over and check it because leaving the... Basically, leaving the game, clicking off the game, turns off the music, and I don't want to disrupt that too often. Someday I'll dare to fight a giant tortoise. Or the game will tell me to. I'm alive? Good. Oh, there he is. Am I attuned to this? I could have sworn I did. Ah. Looking for work, perchance? If so, you couldn't have come at a better time. We stone torches are cell swords hired by Amagina and Sons Mineral Concern to protect its interest. Our primary duty here is to keep the tracks clear of pests, and it is for this purpose that we require your aid. I should point out, however, that it can be messy work, and liable to get messier still if you're ill-prepared. Mostly I was asking because if the stream had frozen outright, that would have been a problem. But if it's still playing, then good. A single piece of gear can mean the difference between life and death. I'll not have it on my conscience that I sent an ill-equipped adventurer to an untimely demise. See to it that your arms and armor are in order. When you are ready, present yourself to me again. What? What'd you want? Head, body, hands, legs, and feet. Five, 5, 5. I don't have any hats. No, these are the best ones I've got. I just hate the color. Okay. Okay, yes, there is a shop here. Okay, yeah. If I have to wear a hat, I'm at least going to have it be cute. It's gonna look dumb. My ears. I don't like it. Okay, fine. That hat is coming off at the earliest convenience. Okay. Yes, I'll put up with the hat until the Halloween event is over. But I don't like it. Yes, I'm choosing this one. Okay, what do you want? Well, I'll start with talking with you. Okay. Let's get to it then, shall we? More wagons head to the station every day, but not without incident. Wagons coming and going from the dispatch yard to the south must pass through a tunnel by Fesca's watch. A tunnel in which some genius saw fit to put an ore storehouse, creating ideal conditions for a goblin nest. So now the ore-loving beasts have taken up residence in a tunnel we dug, and we're practically delivering meals to their doorstep. but no more. Inside the tunnel in question, you will find a narrow fissure where the goblins hide. Use the silver ore cluster to lure out the creatures, then slay them. I can keep the hat equipped and turn the visual off. Good. Although, like Rock said, it's the right season for it. I'll leave the hat on. And to anyone in the future watching this and wondering what I'm talking about, I am playing in October. October 30th specifically. Halloween is right around the corner. I'm gonna leave the witch hat active for now. But as soon as the Halloween event is gone, that hat is being turned off or removed entirely. See that bloke over there? Name's Osbert, and he's hurt bad. Now, it ain't exactly my job to mind his business. I'm a torch, he's a blade. But at the end of the day, we're both people, you know what I'm saying? Yep. Anyway, I went over to him just earlier and asked what's wrong, but he refuses to tell me, the stubborn bugger. Seems his pride's more important to him than his life. What is it with men and acting tough? Oh, You're female. Sorry, I was giving you a guy's voice. I tell myself I've tried, but if a fella ends up kicking the bucket, I don't want that on my conscience. I know this is sudden, but could you try and talk him into drinking a high potion? I'd sleep a deal better for it. I ain't got one on me, but one of them fellas over yonder sells them. Yeah. Yeah, I wish. Let's see. Hi! Hi, little Lalafell, I didn't see you there. Any reason I can't do this? Do I not have what I need? I don't have a high potion. Okay. Breathe, Osbert, old boy, just breathe. Pain is just weakness leaving the... God damn it, my head! If only I had saved a high potion. I think this might be the end. Well, I don't really need this, but if you insist. You have my thanks, adventurer. I was resigned to suffering in silence, for I, Osbert the Undying, veteran of countless battles, could not afford to show weakness to my colleagues and our allies. They look to me for inspiration, you see. You'll be back in a few minutes, Silver? Sure, I am very wary of that little smile. Anyway, okay. To think that I was almost brought low by a gentle blow to the head. I was only incapacitated for a few moments, I think. To repay you for your discretion in this delicate manner, I shall share with you some my warrior's wisdom. If you must practice your juggling, use heavy stones at your own peril. You are practicing juggling. Alright. Okay, any other quests in here, or is it... am I done? Yes, I'm done in here. Let's see. I just need to remember how to get out of here. There it is. Okay, anyone in chat who happens to be farther along, what are the conditions for unlocking the Halloween events? Is it just hitting, does just hitting level 15 on, well, it probably wouldn't. It's like, let's see. Yeah, what am I trying to do again? Yeah. Well done. It shan't be easy work to keep the tunnel free of goblins, but our wagons should be able to go unmolested for a time. Disruptions to ore shipments threaten not only the interests of Amagina and Sons mineral concern, but of Ul'dah itself. One might liken these train tracks to veins that bear our nation's lifeblood. If only we had more women like you to lend a hand.